You know you are the one. That's why this video found you. I will create purely from my feminine energy. No editing for this video. You know you are the one. You are the one who was chosen to elevate the people around you. Be it in your family, be it in your community, be it in the place where you work. Your ways are going to inspire other people. That's why you were chosen. You were chosen to heal the generational baggage that is on yourself, on your family, and in humanity. The reason why you are attracted to personal growth, to spiritual growth, is because you have a special mission. You have been chosen to bring the light in the world, to bring more light in the world. And the way you will do this is by looking at the shadow, your own shadow, the things that you are afraid to speak up about. What are those things? By you taking the time to go deep and look at those things and work on those things and eliminate what needs to be eliminated and embracing what needs to be embraced and bringing light to the things that lie in the darkness, in the shadow. This is how you are going to be able to let your own light shine brightly by integrating your shadow, being more of your light and less of your shadow. What does it mean for you to be your shadow? It means that you let all the limiting belief take you down. You play small, you don't let your light shine, you are afraid of what people will think about you, how they will judge you, and so you don't talk openly. But you have your soul-aligned tribe. You have the people that understand you. So you feel at ease with those people and you feel like you can be yourself. You can trust them and you share with them. So those people know your shadow. They know your darkest moment and they accept and love you exactly the way you are. Your job then is to make that larger, that community of people that you trust, that you can share with. Because when you share with them like that, not from a place of being the victim and staying in those shadow sides forever, but in the sense of sharing it in order to liberate yourself, in order to cut those chains that takes you down, that want you to stay down there. You share those things with them and they can see your light afterwards. Because when you share them, it means that you are ready to let all of that go and to embrace your power at another level. So if you can share this with a community also, like using the voice that you were given, share it on a platform, for example, like YouTube, in order to inspire other people so that they know that they are not alone. Sorry. To inspire other people so that they know they are not alone on this journey. You know, I recently discovered that what I'm going through is called awakening or consciousness expansion. I wasn't aware, like spiritual awakening, I wasn't aware. So there is a phase when you are discontent with the environment as it is, and it can be like you just got your first child, but you feel depressed. You just got your family, but you feel like something is off. You just got your job, and instead of being fulfilled in the job, you feel so many challenges. So this is for you to see, oh, I'm not content where I am. And when you are not content like that, you start seeking the truth. You start seeking the fulfillment, something that will make you feel more at ease. You have been chosen to bring the light, to understand, to awaken, to be enlightened. Enlightening means bringing in the light, right? So when you are enlightened, when you understand, like I like to say it, when you understand, you can then explain it to other people. Beyond seeking that truth is then the embodiment. Because it's one thing to know it mentally, to use your intelligence to explain something to someone. And it's another thing to leave those things and to talk from a place of experience. So when you embody this and you can talk from a place of an experience of embodiment, people can more relate because you talk to their heart and to their soul. So once you seek the truth, like we are doing when we do personal development, when we do inner work, we come to a place where we find a plateau. We cannot go beyond that plateau until we understand that it's not just about the material world, about the success in the sense of the societal success, but it goes deeper to our spiritual self, what we call the soul. And there you can blend the material world and the spiritual world, understanding that there are laws that govern all of these worlds universally, what we can call the universal laws. Have you ever wondered about what the universal laws are, right? Like if there is a law of gravity, it doesn't matter who you are, right? If you fall down a building, you will fall down because of gravity. But there are possibilities to transcend those laws, right? Maybe you know examples of people who have done things that are called extraordinary, and it's how we expand human consciousness. For example, before we couldn't believe that someone can, I think it's 4 miles, right? Can run the 4 miles under I don't know how many time, how much, under 1 minute or something like that. I don't know exactly. But once one person was able to do that, the other people understood, wow, this is really a possibility. So they were also able to do that. So when one human being show what is possible, the other understand that it's possible for them as well. It can be possible for them. So if it's possible for other people, why not for you? It can be one area of your life or another, right? For my particular case, I am working about my wealth. And I can see people around me who are working in the relationship area. So for me, it is bringing in wealth in my life, not through a 9-to-5 job like I used to do, but through my own creations, using my life force energy to create something and being able to easily attract money to me through that medium. So it's possible for other people. I've seen so many examples of people doing this. With the online world we are living in, it is possible. So why not for me? And if it's in the area of relationship, you can see people around you living beautiful, fulfilling relationship. I am the living proof of that. I am in a fulfilling relationship myself, and we have 3 children together, loving and fulfilled. So if that is possible for me, for example, it can be also possible for you, right? So my challenge is in the wealth area, the way I want to create it, because I can choose to go to a 9-to-5 job with my master's degree. I will have to upgrade my skills in the tech world, and then I'll be able to bring in wealth that way. I am confident there, right? But being able to bring it through my business is really challenging for me, and it's helping me to have the most growth that I have had in my life so far. So for you, it can be in the relationship area, because God, the universe, is wanting you to get the most growth in that area as well before you can call in your person in your life, right? So we are challenged like that so that we can grow spiritually, so that we can awaken spiritually, so to speak. I used to not like those words because I'm like, oh, they are so abstract, and what do they mean? Was I sleeping or something? Well, when we are in this world, material world, and we think, okay, I need my children, and then I need my home, and then I need my relationship. Okay, not in that order, but you understand what I mean. When you are so focused on the material riches, you cannot even start thinking about the spiritual world unless you are chosen to be someone that will go on that quest. Sometimes you have done that already in other lives, if you believe in that kind of things, or other times you are starting your journey in this life. And if you are starting in this life, then it might have the form of challenges. But your wisdom is to understand that regardless of if you are supported of challenge, you will go on your way. So there is also this thing about calling it God or calling it the universe. For me personally, both resonates with me. And when I was younger, I used to think of a cloudy guy in the sky, very powerful, with a long beard and white hair and white clothes and everything. And that was my representation of God. But I soon understand that cannot be true. And now I understand that it's more like a substance that go through everything, like an intelligence that we cannot even comprehend, because God is within us, and we are in God, and the tree is also in God, and the wind, the water, everything, the universe, entire universe is also in God. So everything that can even be conceived is God. And where is God not? God is so almighty, so there cannot be a barrage, a place that exists that is not God. So me understanding that truth, it was for me like, wow, this is magnificent. And I have this example, like in some places, some religious places, they will be like, oh no, you cannot do that because it is dirty, right? It is not from God. But what really is not from God? Everything is from God. But depending on our understanding, on the level of awareness where we are, we have a particular way to see the world. And for us, if God is that old guy in the sky, maybe very loving, or maybe punishing people who do something wrong, well, then that is our understanding. And if for us, God is that infinite love, that unconditional love that just creates, and that we are in Him to experience Him also, then it's another understanding. And how does it feel for you, right? Does it feel beautiful for you? Does it feel empowering for you? Does it feel peaceful for you? Do you have inner peace when you think like that, right? And this is how I can choose for myself what I choose to believe in. And if that at the end of the day, when I'm dead, is going to bring me to a place where I will suffer, well, at least I live my truth, right? And if that at the end of the day is going to bring me where it will bring me, at least I live according to what my heart and my soul was dictating me to do. I have this beautiful definition of genius. What is a genius? I learned that from one of my mentors, right? A genius is someone who listens to the message of the soul and who obeys. So your soul is constantly speaking to you, your inner voice. If you can just lower all the chatter, all the distractions to listen, then you will be understanding clearer what your soul is guiding you to do. And this video is one of the guidance of my soul. Being afraid of speaking out my truth, being afraid of speaking and telling you how I see the world. I have a few people in my life who know exactly how I see the world, and I don't hide from them from showing me because I feel safe with them. And now I want to create this safe place also with this YouTube channel where I'm not afraid to talk about who I am, the way I am. If that doesn't resonate, I'm sorry, we have to take ways apart, right? You can truly unsubscribe if that doesn't resonate with you. And I wish that I just attract people who are willing to listen to this message, who are willing to open their ear and to listen to what my truth is. Because maybe tomorrow I will change what my truth is because I have another level of understanding. And if that is the case, and if I'm still here with you on YouTube, then I will come and share my truth at that moment. Because all that we have is the present moment, right? We have our understanding, our perception, our decision in that present moment. And then for the next moment, depending on what experiences we have had with life, we can change that thing that we thought was our truth. right? So at the moment, this is my truth, and I love to share it with you. Another thing that I was so afraid to let people know openly is that I love to listen to wise people talking about the tarot. Like they talk about, okay, this card came and it means that this and this for you. So I give myself permission to also buy one for myself, one that resonates for myself. And my people that I trust and with whom I can be just myself, because there are also signs of people that you know you are meant to be together, because with them you don't hide any side of yourself. You just speak your truth. You know, they understand you, right? They know. And it's the same when they talk to you. You don't judge them. You just take them for who they are. So they feel really safe with you and you feel really safe with them. Let me hydrate my voice. All right. So I can show you the cards that I've been taking for myself here. It's like this, and it's the light seer. So how I use this is just like I take some, it's like it's a personal development thing for me. I take some cards and I look at what is the definition of those cards. What does it mean? So it's like somebody is whispering in your ear, oh, today let's be really careful about those limiting beliefs, for example, because you can have some days where the limiting belief, for example, the self-doubt is really loud. Knowing that the self-doubt is going to be there, you can then choose to go the other way. Like, okay, I see you self-doubt. I will go and take a walk in the nature, and then I will come and do my video anyway. But if you are not aware of that, you might say, oh, I feel low today, so let me just stay in my bed and not do anything. Nothing wrong with that. There are also days for that, right? But if it brings you down, like you become more depressive, then it's time for you to say, okay, I don't want to just be the victim of my feelings, but I want to direct my life. I am the master of my destiny, right? And talking about depression is also something that I don't really want to talk too much about because it feels so low, right? But talking about that, one thing that helped me when I was discovering all of this is there is something that they call the dark night of the soul, where you go through some deep challenges and you don't understand why your life is changing so much. So when you go through that, you can be in some kind of depressive mode, right? You don't want to go out. You just want to lay in bed. Nothing is interesting for you anymore. You don't even know who you are anymore. You don't know what is interesting for you. So maybe 10 years ago, I was in that situation. And what helped me was to understand that you are in that situation because you wish that your life was different than what it actually is. So what your life actually is the divine order. There is a reason why you are in that phase. When you understand that, you are not fighting, you are not wishing for yourself that your life were different. But when you start wishing, oh, I wish I was more inspired, I wish I had more money, or I wish I had my soulmate, or I wish anything that you can wish, you are comparing your current reality with something that is not yet your reality, right? And that is what creates the suffering, that is what creates the pain. But you accepting your reality the way it is going to be so liberating for you. It's going to help you to say, oh, this is the divine order. This is what God is wanting for me. So from this place, okay, what is the next step that I can do? So they are twofold. Recognizing that you are comparing your reality to an illusion, and that's why you are suffering. Second step, that illusion that your heart desire, because that is a desire, right? That illusion that you are comparing your life to, oh, I wish I had this and that. That is a desire. So now the next step is to say, how can I go to that desire? What is the next step that I can take in order to go to that desire? And when you can do that, you will connect with that. Listen to your intuition. Listen to the first thing that comes to your mind and stand up to do that first thing. Even if it's difficult, even if you will fail at it 3 times before you succeed, take that step. because this is how you will get out of that depressive mode and start going toward your real purpose and your real fulfillment in this life. So you are the chosen one. So you are the one who is capable of shattering all those limiting beliefs, of letting go of all those things that have been keeping you and your family and the people around you down, making you not play to the real potential that you have, making you fear what people will say when you speak your truth, making you hide instead of coming out and speaking about what resonates with you at that moment, being afraid to make mistakes, being afraid of the judgment, being afraid of being an imposter, being afraid of not being this or that enough. Taking all of that and saying, I understand that I've been chosen for this mission and I will give it my all. And the funny thing is that even if you don't want to give it your all, that mission is going to follow you no matter where you go. This is why you will start a job and say, okay, instead of doing my thing on you, speaking my truth, I will go and do this technical thing like having a normal 9-to-5 job. And without you understanding it, they will say, no, we don't want you here, please go away. But you in your head, you know, because your talk with your intuition, your talk with God was, you are supposed to be doing this mission. So the more you will run away from that, or even taking a sabbatical away from your mission, you will be called back to it after a while. Like, you are not okay. Even those things are always part of the divine order, right? But at some time they will say, okay, it's time to go back. It's time to go back to your mission. So if you listen to the calling and you go and do that thing, well, you will have more peace, you will have more fulfillment, you will start glowing, you will start radiating, because you are really aligned with what you were meant to be doing on this earth, right? And you will inspire other people to start changing as well around you, because they are following more of their own purpose, being inspired by your embodiment, creating material and spiritual abundance in your life. We inspire other people around you to do the same. So how can you go about fulfilling your mission? First, understand what your purpose is. Sometimes it's something that is in front of you and you are just not comfortable with sharing it with other people. Well, take that courage and say, I will share my truth, right? It doesn't matter what it is for you, right? For us, it can be so many different things. Sometimes it's like, oh, do I wear makeup for the video or not? Let that go. Understand that it doesn't matter. Come with your makeup or without your makeup and just do the damn video. Or maybe it's like, oh, I don't want anybody to find out that I listen to tarot. And for tarot, please choose wisely the people that you will follow, because there are some people who are just taking you the downward spiral of saying, yes, they think this and that around you, blah, blah, blah. No. Elevate your vibration. Follow the people who are saying you, yes, your material abundance is coming, and your thing is to deal with those self-doubt, those limiting beliefs, and here is how you can do that. So people who are also enlightened on their personal growth journey, on their spiritual growth journey, and who understand how our minds sometimes take us down with those self-doubt, with those fears, with those limiting beliefs, with those illusions, those stories from our past, those stories with the interaction that we have with people. Understand that it can be also a beautiful creation in cooperation instead of competition, right? Understand that it can be a celebration. I celebrate your wins, you celebrate my wins. So focus your energy on creating those high vibrational connections, those high vibrational relationships, those soul-aligned community, that soul-aligned tribe, being part of it, helping, but also receiving, giving and also receiving, right? Not just overgive, and then feeling depleted, or just taking, and then the other one feel resentful. being able to have that right balance is really important. Also, when we talk about the dance between the masculine and the feminine energy, it's not about the fight. Oh, feminine energy is better or masculine. No, no, no. We are not here to fight with anybody. We are here to dance in harmony. Our beautiful souls are meant to integrate, to choose one side where they will express in this life, like, and whether it can be the masculine energy or the feminine energy, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you choose to express. We are all here for more dance in harmony. So the more you can integrate those energies also within you and use them where they are called, then you are more fulfilled as well. You are more creative as well. You are more consistent, creating momentum, progressing toward the realization of a worthy ideal, and that is what success means, right? So you are the chosen one, and it means for you that you can have all the guidance also from God to be able to have that mission accomplished, right? It doesn't just mean that you will always be challenged and not being able to tackle those challenges. You cannot get a challenge that you cannot tackle in the first place, right? So if you get any kind of challenge, it's because you are ready and you have all the resources that will help you to successfully tackle that challenge. So if you are in confusion, if you feel like, oh, I don't know what to do next, go within, go to your root, go to your most authentic self. What is it that you know for sure, right? What is the most interesting breakthrough that you have had in your life, recently or in the past? Use that and start there. Start sharing that with other people. Sorry. So this is how you can start sharing your truth. What is the next step that your soul is whispering you to do, right? Maybe it's just taking your phone and just talk to the phone about all the things that you are afraid to talk about to someone. And then you can delete that video. Your goal was to liberate your voice, right? Doing that exercise helps you to liberate your voice and to put that in the universe first. And if you have someone that you trust or people that you trust, talk about those topics with them, right? Then you liberate yourself, you free your energy, and you are able then to take that to the next step and to talk to the people that you are meant to reach with that message. So this is exactly what I did also for this video. First, I recorded it in the forest, talking about everything that I wanted to talk about, right? Also having that in my mind, like, oh, there are the religious people and then there are the spiritual people. And sometimes we want to fight, but no, there is no fight to do. Take what resonates for you. And if that resonates for you at that moment, that is beautiful. Be with that, and that is the way you are expressing your love in this world, right? But don't be afraid. Don't judge yourself like, oh, I wish I was this and that, but I'm not this and that, right? For example, for me, understanding these things and understanding that they are not necessarily totally aligned with what Christianity or Catholic religion is going to talk about, make me feel, am I still okay when I talk about this like that? Well, at this moment, it's my truth, so I will represent that truth. And for people who are going to judge me, I am okay for you to judge me, because it means that I am accepting myself the way I am, right? I am okay. Because for the longest time, I didn't want to talk about this because I didn't want to be judged. I didn't want to be rejected. But it's okay if I'm rejected by the people who don't understand me or who don't resonate with me, because it means that I give myself the chance to be accepted by the people who will resonate with me. And if that is nobody, well, at least it's me, right? At least I am aligned with my own self. So you as a chosen one also understand that there will be rejection coming in, but if it hurts, it's because you haven't accepted yourself yet. The moment you accept yourself, the rejection from other people is not so hurtful anymore. You understand? So my camera died and I had to restart it. So then you understand that you don't have the same understanding at that moment. And the way I understand it is like the layer of an onion. The more on the outer periphery you are, the more you are in the materialistic world. Your concerns are all about the material world, and you are more concerned about having your car, having your home, or whatever the thing is, right? And then the more you go inside, when you are at the center, you understand that oneness. You understand the spirituality and the oneness. You understand that there is no separation really, that we are all in God and God is in with us, right? That we are not separated as human beings, but we are all one big family. So everyone has its own journey, and I respect everyone's journey. I just give myself permission right now to talk about my own journey, to be able to liberate myself from my own chains that I've been putting on, saying that, oh, I don't want to talk about this subject and I don't want to talk about that subject because I don't want to be rejected by people. So here it is. If you are seeing this video, then you are probably also a chosen one. You are the one who is going to break the generational curses in your family. You are the one who is going to change things and bring something new in, something that you cannot even imagine, because you are choosing to listen to the message of your soul and to go forward with it. Because you give yourself permission to bring your desires into this reality. No matter if you are supported or if you are challenges, for you it's already done. And it's only a matter of divine timing until this reality reflects the changes that you are also doing within. Not only on the personal development area, but also on the spiritual development area. Little by little, step by step, baby step by baby step, you just go forward and you don't let yourself be stopped, because that perseverance is exactly what faith is. All right, I will let you with this, and this was my unedited message to talk about my truth, my view of the world. And if this video finds you, you are the one chosen to speak about your own truth and inspire other people around you. So thank you so much for listening, and until next time, stay inspired. I love you. Bye bye.